The US and Ukraine finally sign a minerals deal. It's Thursday, 1st May, and here's what you need to know. Well, the agreement signed on Wednesday will mean that the US will now have preferential access to Ukrainian mineral deals and will also fund investment in the reconstruction of the country. The accord, which was signed in Washington, came after months of often fraught negotiations. Kyiv is now hoping that the agreement will mean that the US will continue to support it in its defense against Russia. Our number of the day is minus 0.3%. That's how much the US economy contracted over the first 3 months of 2025. That was much worse than expected and was down to the fact that companies were rushing out to buy goods from abroad before tariffs kick in. US stock markets all fell in response to the number, but did regain some of those losses towards the end of the session. And in fact, futures are pointing to a positive open. Our stock of the day is Microsoft. It reported on Wednesday after the closing bell that it had stronger than expected growth in its cloud computing business, Azure. That sent its share price up 7% in extended trade. The other big tech firm to report was Meta. It too had a strong performance, mainly thanks to advertising. Its shares were up 5% in extended trade. Sticking with big tech, and we have another two firms' reports to look out for. Apple is set to report a rise in first quarter revenue, even though iPhone sales were flat between January and March. Amazon is also set to report a rise in revenue thanks to its cloud business. But what investors will be really keen to hear is how its retail arm is doing in the face of growing trade tensions. Our chart of the day is Tesla. Its share price is down around 30% this year so far. Its chair, Robin Denholm, has had to deny a report in the Wall Street Journal that said its board was planning to replace CEO Elon Musk. She said that the board was, quote, highly confident in Musk's abilities. And the Bank of Japan kept rates steady at 0.5%. That was widely expected, but the bank did sharply cut its growth forecasts. It blamed the uncertainty about US tariffs and is worried about the impact this could have on the country's exports. And that's what you need to know this morning.